Yeah, people ask me a lot about religion, relationships, privately. They ask me more on the technical side of business. When it comes to long form content, I always try to put myself in more now than before in the shoes of the listener and realizing that maybe the conversations that you and I can have about how to build a seven-figure business are just like common conversations to us. And we can literally sit down and talk about how somebody can make $250,000 in a month. And you'd be like, oh yeah, like that's doable.
Hmm.
But that may not necessarily be approachable for everybody. And it may seem far-fetched and unrealistic. So it's pretty much trying to figure out how to dial that down in a way that it's digestible for more individuals.
Hmm.
So I found myself, making content where I talk about, making $10,000 in a day.
Yeah.
And my business makes a lot of money, but my business also spends a lot of money, right? So I have over 100 employees on payroll just inside Capital Club, outside of the distribution team and outside of my content creation team. These are all families that I need to fund. My payroll is $450,000 a month, right? So when you look at $10,000 a day, that's $300,000 a month, $3.6 million a year. If I was just making 10 grand a day, I wouldn't be able to cover my basis for my current expenditure for my business. So I have to be thinking bigger and I have to be
Mm.
thinking what may be unrealistic to most and what may be far-fetched simply because I have big goals, big ambitions, and big dreams for the organization that I'm trying to build.
Does that monthly overhead stress you out ever? I know
No.
your brother has mentioned the stress, the silent killer.
Stress is a silent killer, indeed. I'm not stressed because we make a lot of money and I just manage the budget really, really well. Um, but it's more so the fact that you have to show up for your team every single day and you have to lead.
Mm.
That's what I would say is the more stressful part is that every day it doesn't matter what you did yesterday. You have to continue showing up. You have to continue performing. But the money from that the business generates is for the business and the business growth.
Mm.
Thankfully, I've been able to make money in the markets, enough money where I really don't have to work or deal with all the bullshit that happens on the internet. I really don't necessarily need it.